so many things going on in Chapel Hill this weekend. Our friends, the Humphrey sisters, about the only ones who have to travel.
Yeah.
The women's Laxers will be at Louisville in the rare Friday at noon game. So that's today at noon. But then a lot of other stuff happening in Chapel Hill today. Softball has got a couple it's another like quasi-tournament format going on.
Like invitational?
Invitational. The first of which is against St. Joseph's. That's today, Friday at 4 o'clock. Baseball, back on that tough schedule that Jones talked about, has got Stony Brook in town.
Stony Brook, maybe don't know much about them. Good team from the Northeast. They went to the College World Series a couple years ago. Got a solid program.
That's today at 4 o'clock.
Seawolves? They still the Seawolves? Or are they?
I think that's right.
Sometimes teams like Long Island changed their name that time. We didn't know it.
This picture of their mascot looks like a seawolf to me.
That's good to know.
As far as I know, Jason DeCaro on the mound for that one, so that's your chance to see a very highly regarded pitcher. Men's tennis is at home. They will host Virginia Tech. That's also at 4 o'clock. A lot of things happening at 4 o'clock on Friday. Men's lacrosse, who's really playing well, hosts Penn. That's today at 5 o'clock.
They're up to number 4 in the country, men's lax.
Deservedly so. The Gem Heels have a quad meet.
Yeah.
Penn, Temple, and Yale all in town tonight. T-shirt giveaway for students. Intros at 6:45. No insight on the quad meet. What do we know about those foes? Not Oklahoma.
Oof, man. Not Oklahoma. Tar Heels actually, we talked about this. Tar Heels scored well, but still well behind Oklahoma. Temple in the old East Atlantic Gymnastics League that the Tar Heels used to be in, is that right? I feel like they were. I may be making that up. But that is an opponent the Tar Heels have seen. I mean, I think Carolina is the best of those 4. And they've had some really difficult dual meets here recently. So I think it gives them an opportunity, hopefully with a little confidence, because they have performed well outside of a really difficult beam rotation at State last week. I think that does give them an opportunity to continue to grow. I will also say, if you want action, quad meets, there's stuff happening all the time. I mean, it's just what it sounds like. There's every apparatus is being used during the sequence. So there's a team on floor, a team on beam, a team on vault, and a team on bars. So there's stuff happening all the time. Gymnastics is a pretty fast-moving sport anyway, but when you got a quad meet going on, Adam, your head's on a swivel out there.
JoJo Valahovic, ACC Newcomer of the Week, now 4 weeks in a row?
I didn't know that she got it again. She should.
I may have just awarded it to her.
Yeah.
I think she did.
I'll double-check that.
Okay, yeah.
If she didn't, she should have.
Yeah. Then looking at Saturday, ACC Indoor Track Championships are at Louisville. That's pretty much all day on Saturday. Softball's at home. They've got Kent State at 12:30. Baseball's got Stony Brook. That's Saturday at 2, so you could conceivably go right from the Smith Center, walk up the hill, go to Boshemer for that 2 o'clock game. And then softball turns right around and plays Harvard at 3 o'clock. So you got a lot of opportunities to see a lot of different Tar Heel sports here in Chapel Hill on Saturday. And then on Sunday, men's lacrosse at home again. This time it's Princeton. That's Sunday at 11 a.m.
Quick update. Yes, former podcast JoJo Valahovic is indeed the reigning ACC Newcomer of the Week for the 4th consecutive week.
Softball rematch with Kent State Sunday at 12:30. Baseball finishes up with Stony Brook on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Men's tennis at home again on Sunday. This time it's 1 o'clock. They're hosting Virginia. Women's basketball, final regular season home game of the year.
Final regular season game of the year.
That's right, because ACC tournament's next weekend. So the Tar Heels going to host Virginia Sunday at 2 o'clock.
If I got a quick update from Matt Krause, play-by-play voice for women's basketball. My understanding is, now Tar Heels played Duke last night, so Adam and I don't know what happened as we are recording to that game in Cameron. I believe, and I'm guessing some other things could happen with other teams too, one win in these last 2 games gets Carolina a double bye in the ACC tournament. That is my hearsay information from Matt Krause. But Matt Krause wouldn't steer me wrong, Adam.
No.
Not worried about that. But I think that's what I remember him telling me. One win against either Duke or Virginia, of course you want them both, secures a double bye for the Tar Heels in the ACC tournament. And again, don't know what happened at Duke. If the Tar Heels won that game, that means they finished the year undefeated on the road. They are the only team in the country with still that Duke game that has not lost on the road. So, really strong year for Courtney Banghart and her team.
And that senior day game on Sunday, some very impactful seniors will be honored at that one.
Lissa Usby, Lexi Donarski. Just naming some players who I know are seniors.
And then softball finishes up with St. Joe's on Sunday at 3. So if you can't find some Tar Heel action that you enjoy watching this weekend in Chapel Hill, I question your Tar Heel fandom.
I'm going to the Angel Doppler 5000, which nailed that we weren't going to have any snow impacts from that weather forecast the other day.
That's right.
Friday, I've got 62 and sunny. Saturday, I've got 70 and sunny. Sunday, I've got 50 and sunny. So a little cooler on Sunday, but sunny all 3 days. 70 sunny on Saturday, Adam. That's a day.
Dennis Goss could rack up events this weekend.
Yeah. He needs to get to work if he's getting to 200.
Yeah.
Like a true Tar Heel fan would.
He really needs he needs the Tar Heels to be less like the ACC and not schedule them on top of each other. He needs some starting at like 6 in the morning and some at like 9:30 at night, and then he could just Tar Heel it up all day long.